Howdy doodles of Cyprus, friends and family. It has been a minute since I have made a video. We just recently said goodbye right before Christmas to the last of our 26 puppies that were all born within, a couple weeks of one another in the month of September. And so, wow, that was a roller coaster ride. We have never done anything like that before. But I think God allows things to happen in such a way that we benefit from it lots of times. I don't think He wastes anything. And so I don't think that experience was wasted at all. As difficult as it was, especially for me in trying to get the word out about those puppies with the very challenging AI rollouts that occurred across Facebook that took down so many breeder posts, so many breeder pages. Legitimate people within our breeder network lost access to their pages. Thankfully, we did not end up losing ours, but we were threatened on several occasions. And so hopefully with that announcement that Mark Zuckerberg made not too long ago, letting everybody know that things were going to be changing as far as that's concerned, I really, really hope that this next round of puppies that we have, which will only be one litter, that will be a different story for us altogether. But all of that aside, that experience of having those puppies for what ended up for some of them to be 14 weeks with us. We have never had puppies past like 9 weeks really here at Doodles of Cyprus. But we just had so many puppies. Remember, Sadie had 13 in one litter, and I believe there were only 4 reservations on that litter because we did not anticipate we were going to have 13. So at any rate, we learned a lot of things, and when you know better, you do better. And so what we found is that even, concerns that I might have had as a breeder, knowing about temperaments, worried about maybe energy levels and things of that nature, they seem to just work themselves out. Keep in mind, these are well-bred dogs. These are well-bred puppies. They come from amazing parents. And, when you look at whether or not you're going to breed, there are a lot of things that go into that. But one of the things that you look at is, do I want more of this dog? And every single dog that we have ever bred, it's an answer of resounding yes, absolutely 100%. We would never breed a dog that we didn't want more of. So even though they were great dogs, and I knew that they were going to be great dogs, we saw the benefit in their temperaments for keeping them longer. We saw the transition from home, here is home to new home, go much more smoothly. And so we just started thinking about that. What does that mean? How can we take this experience, learn from it, and apply it in a way that might be beneficial to our program, to our puppies, and to our people? And so what Charlie and I have come up with is a 2-tier program for our puppies. We're going to have 2 tiers. We're going to have a tier 1 puppy, and we're going to have a tier 2 puppy. So things that our puppies always came with, no matter what. They always went home at 8 weeks old. A lot of times it was like 8.5 weeks old. Like I said, sometimes 9 weeks old. It just depended on the timing of when they were born, because we don't have go homes during the week. We only have them on the weekend. So just depending on factors like that, but they were generally around 8 to 9 weeks old, okay? So they always went home with our amazing curriculum. They always went home with doggy door training starting at 4 weeks old. They always went home with an amazing temperament evaluation that gave our dog owners an insight. It's like just a beautiful insight into who that puppy really is and how that puppy might fit in best in their home and lifestyle. They always went home with their first round of puppy shots. That is a 5-way combo shot that we get at our veterinarian. We do not give those shots because although we can, and I'm qualified to give those shots, the pharma, the manufacturers of the vaccine, do not back any kind of issue that might happen resulting from the administration of those vaccines unless they are given and administered by a veterinary professional. So because we care about that, because we care about our puppies getting a snout to tail inspection before they go home to their forever families, because of all of that, we take our puppies to our beautiful veterinarian, Dr. Richards with Cypress Veterinary Hospital, and she does a thorough exam of those puppies, and we do a group fecal before they go home, which just adds to the information that we have from the previous fecals. We do fecals at 3.5 weeks, and we do them at 5.5 weeks, and then we do them at 7.5 weeks, so that we can get a real handle on any kind of issue that we might have, hopefully before go home. So that's always been what happens here at our place. And we always do the worming 4, 6, 8 weeks. We deworm, and they always get their great socialization. All of that has always happened. So the puppies, no matter tier 1, tier 2, they're still going to get all of that amazing stuff and all those benefits. So additionally, what we have added on to is that tier 1 puppy is going to stay with us for 2 additional weeks. We are going to keep those puppies until 10 weeks old, so they will not go home until 10 weeks old. It's going to make puppy selection a little tricky, because if you opt in for a tier 2 puppy, you're still going to have to come and pick your puppy with those tier 1 puppy people on your pickup day, but you just won't take your puppy home. But those that choose to take their puppies home at that 10-week mark, they will. So those puppies that are held for 2 more weeks, we are going to begin at that 8-week mark overnight crate training. That is something that we did with the last, I believe, 6 puppies, maybe 7 puppies that we had here from those September litters, and it just went beautifully. The puppies adjusted beautifully. I can't tell you how many sweet pictures I have gotten from clients over the years, well-meaning clients, of them like laying next to the crates with their arm in the crate, because their puppy was distressed overnight, and it's really not necessary, and bless their hearts, they lost a lot of sleep. So we're hoping that putting this into place for our clients will just boost that ability for that puppy to transition. Now, there still will be some transition, because puppies are very situational, dogs are very situational, where they might be completely 100% successful here, you know, being able to stay in that crate overnight. They might have some whimpering and some crying when they go for that first transition night, maybe for the first, 4 transition nights. But we anticipate that it will be greatly reduced, because they will not be being introduced to a crate for the first time in their life in a new situation. They'll get that experience here in their home environment, where they're very used to that environment and feel safe and secure there. So we're very excited about that. So those puppies, that's what they'll get additionally. And of course, they'll still get their curriculum for 2 additional weeks. They'll still get social exposures for 2 additional weeks, noise desensitization for 2 additional weeks. So that will all continue. Now, and they're going to be the same price that our puppies have always been, since we have moved to the medium and the minis, which are far more expensive for us to produce, because it does involve many rounds of progesterone testing, and it does involve some kind of repro veterinarian intervention, such as artificial insemination, multiple rounds of that, or TCI, which is trans-cervical insertion, which is not something that dogs necessarily have to be put under anesthesia for, but they still have to go under the care of the repro vet. They still have to have a round of antibiotics. And then the furthest, the most invasive, would be the surgical artificial insemination, which does involve being sedated. It does involve a round of antibiotics. So all of that increases the cost of producing those puppies by a lot. So when we went to that mode, when we moved away from our standards, our pricing went up from $28 to $31. So those tier 1 puppies will still be $31. So you're getting all these added benefits with no extra cost, because I just feel like it's the right thing to do. So that's tier 1. Now, tier 2, I'm very excited about, because these are going to be the puppies that most resemble those very last puppies that went home this last round of 26 puppies. And those puppies will stay until week 12. Now, if you're a tier 2 puppy owner, you will still pick your puppy at the tier 1 level. So you'll come on your go home appointment time on your day. You will pick your puppy, but your puppy will stay here with us at Doodles of Cypress and continue on working on these things that I'm about to tell you about. So in addition to those 2 weeks that we're going to be doing of overnight crate training, these puppies will get 4 total weeks of overnight crate training. They will will also continue curriculum. They will also continue socialization. In addition, because they're going to be turning that age while they're with us at the appropriate time to receive their second round of puppy vaccines, we're going to do that for you. We're going to take care of that. We are going to also include in that the first round of the Bordetella booster, which requires 2. Here at Doodles of Cyprus, we are very passionate about stretching out our vaccines and not bombarding a puppy's immune system with every vaccine on the planet. We do ask for those to be stretched out. And so this is following that model that we ask our puppy owners to already do. And so then the next round of vaccines would be due 3 weeks later. It would be the third round of puppy vaccines, the second Bordetella and last Bordetella booster, the first canine influenza booster, and so on and so forth. And so we're just very excited about that. That's being added on. They will also get those 4 additional weeks from an 8-week-old puppy of socialization. So that is going to be our tier 2 puppy. And for that, those puppies that are going to stay 2 weeks longer than the tier 1 puppy, that additional is going to be 38. So we're really excited about these options that we're offering our puppy owners. We want to also kind of share this. This is not something we provide, but having had puppies right there at the Thanksgiving, going home at the Thanksgiving and Christmas holidays, we developed some really incredible relationships with trainers in our general vicinity in Texas. And I know that doesn't benefit everybody because we do fly our puppies all over the United States, but those friends that are in Texas, this definitely applies to you, and it is something that you could benefit from. So let's say you want to extend that time a little bit further. You want to extend that potty training. You want to extend the going into Puppy Manners 1. We have a partnership with 2 different entities. We have Alex with Capital City Dog Trainers, who has been extremely discerning about taking in under-vaccinated puppies and kind of starting them with that, first week or 2 weeks of Puppy Manners at his location. And then we also have a partnership with Serenity Kennels, which offers a 3-week puppy boot camp, sorry, not booster, still on the vaccines. And previously, I had really had concerns about that. I was like, ooh, we're sending very young puppies into a training environment. They'd skip the whole going into their first pack situation. And I was very much against it. But I have seen nothing but wonderful results from our clients that did do that. And I'm very, very energized by this, very stoked, because this is a great option for those first-time dog owners that are kind of just, they're not very confident about their abilities to jumpstart those puppy manners. These are things like understanding what no is, sitting down, not jumping up on people, starting that potty training that is legit, in a crate, going in and out, and leash training. Now, of course, all of this is on a leash. You can't expect a puppy to get off leash training at this age. It's not developmentally appropriate, but Serenity has done a great job. Again, we've got nothing but 100% positive feedback from those people that utilize their services in this last go round of puppies. So we can also help you with that, is what I'm trying to say. We have those resources in place. We have those relationships with those people, and we can reach out to them for you. If you're still thinking, even after a tier 2 puppy, I really would like some skills built into that puppy to help me learn how to be a better leader for that puppy, because they do work with you on the things that were taught to that puppy while they had that puppy. So overall, we are just very excited about this. So we have Perdita, who is in heat currently right now. We're in Snowmageddon 2025 here in Cypress, Texas. Our front yard looks like a winter wonderland. Our backyard would too, except our dogs have been going in and out, so they've kind of trampled the snow in lots of places. But because of that, we are kind of homebound right now, and so we will begin Perdita's progesterone testing on Thursday evening, like right before the repro vet closes. Hopefully the roads will be clear and we'll be able to do that, because they are an hour away. They are not close by, but we love Watermark and Dr. Burbridge so much that that's where we go. We drive all that way, and they take very good care of us and our dogs, and we love them to bits. So that's kind of the update for right now. I hope that you guys are staying warm no matter where you are. I think it's pretty cold across the United States right now, regardless. And that you're enjoying this. If you're in the Houston area, we don't ever get snow. It's very, very rare, and especially this much snow. My boys built a snowman, which is just like almost unheard of. So I hope you guys are enjoying this time. And if you have any questions about this tier 1 and tier 2 puppy pricing, please just reach out. Let me know. If you want information about Perdita's litter, we still do have availability on that litter, so reach out. Those spots are going very quickly. And I will be updating our website to reflect this new pricing and describe exactly what it is and what is entailed in each one of those tiers. So in the meantime, everybody, stay warm. Be kind, work hard, and just give it your best. All right, take care. Bye-bye.